I could go and arrest somebody with no problem, walk up to him, hey, you're under arrest. I could go talk to a suspect. I could talk to a victim, all that stuff, because that's what I was used to. Going into the business side of things and actually trying to sell products to better our customers it was total foreign to me.
This podcast is sponsored by Action Coaching. If you're a home service business owner, ask yourself this: are you constantly chasing new leads or just keeping the business growing? Ben Jordan built a $100 million plumbing and HVAC company. Inside the Action Group, he teaches contractors how to create recurring revenue, strengthen leadership, improve sales, and build systems that reduce the owner's day-to-day involvement. Members get weekly coaching, practical templates, proven scripts, and strategies designed specifically for home service businesses. If you want to get out of the truck, build something that runs without you and creates real wealth, check out the Action Group on School and book your free consulting call.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Builder's Bible. Joey Burns is the owner of Dog Fuel LLC, and Joey is an amazing human. I'm excited to pick his brain and hear about his business here today. Joey, tell us your story, man. Tell us about the company.
Yeah, so I've been in law enforcement for about 15 years now. I had a canine where I was at before, and just doing the canine stuff, I ended up on a show on A&E called America's Top Dog. Season 2, we were on there. We actually won the whole season. It was kind of a canine obstacle course that we ran through. The dog would have to jump through stuff, jump over stuff, pretty much do a bunch of different things, and we would have to keep up with them through the course. So he ended up winning that, and then back to real life for a while. We're doing stuff, and my wife ended up coming up with an idea of, she's like, everything's about convenience these days. You got DoorDash, Grubhub, Walmart delivery, Walmart pickup, Target pick, all this stuff is all about convenience. And she's like, why doesn't anybody deliver gas to people's cars? And she got to looking into it. She kept pushing. She's like, you should really look into doing something like this. I think it would take off, DoorDash for gas. And so we, I'll totally be honest with you. At first, I thought it was crazy. I wasn't a big fan of the idea, business ownership, entrepreneurship was never something that crossed my mind at the time. But my wife, she's a very smart woman. I got to trust what she says. So I started looking into it. Turns out that there are, companies that do this, and it's a growing trend in the United States. And actually, I looked today I have articles sent to me every day about fuel. And one of the articles was saying that mobile delivery is like a $6.3 billion empire in the United States as of this year. And it's growing, and it's a growing trend of people having fuel brought to them. They're skipping the gas stations. Random fact, a gas station hose nozzle is way dirtier than a public bathroom just because of all the hands that touch it. But so I looked into this stuff. I looked at the companies that do it, and come to find out, yeah, there were companies that do it. And it's literally a pickup truck with a skid in the back that has containers for fuel. And we go around with a Chevy 3500 and get people their fuel in their cars while they're at work, while they're at home, while fill up their boats while they're on the lake. They don't have to trailer their boat to the gas station. They don't have to pull up and spend extra dollars per gallon at the marina. They literally get a hold of us, meet us at the nearest boat landing. We fill them up, we shove them back off. They never miss a moment on the lake. So looking into this stuff and looking at the other companies that do it, we ended up starting with pricing things out, getting a business plan together. Again, I didn't know anything about it. Well, thankfully, there's a regional area here that helps grow businesses, the IEDC here in Grand Rapids. And they're a business, they just help starter businesses out with kind of getting their formation set up and getting ready to apply for any funding that they might need. And so we did that. And lo and behold, we started the LLC in December of 2023. And by the time we actually started fueling was August 3rd of 2024. By the time we got going.
Okay, I'm into this. I was not sure.
Sorry.
I was not sure what we were getting ourselves into, but all of a sudden I'm in, baby. So do people pay you a subscription? Is it like, hey, I just need you to come to my house, it's $100. I'm assuming you're making a fee on top of what you normally charge for gas. Like talk to us through the model.
Yeah. So what we started doing is we just started with gas. Because obviously we had the truck, we got the wrap on the truck. We ended up getting the skid in the back. That was about $30,000 for the skid in the back, finding the right insurance, finding the right, all this stuff, getting a website built, finding somebody to do a website. And we looked into an app, and the app alone, you're looking at anywhere from $10,000 to $1,000 for an app, depending on who built it at the time. And so we ended up going with a website because it was a fraction of the cost, and we could still have people. So we wanted it set up so people can go on the website and schedule their own delivery. They can set up a profile and set up their own delivery times. And what I did is I interacted my law enforcement schedule with the schedule on the app, so that way people could schedule when I was available. And kind of how we set it up is at the time I did not do subscriptions in the area because I wasn't sure how it would go. We're kind of a smaller area up here in northern Minnesota. About 13,000 is our main city's population, 45,000 for the county. But then the nice part here is we have over 1,000 lakes in Itasca County. So the boat numbers are just unreal. And it's a huge tourist destination for boating, for fishing, and recreational. So what I did is I set it up in a way that people can just get one-time deliveries for. I set it up 1 through 30 gallons was $20, 31 through 60 gallons was $40, 61 gallons through 90 was $50, and then 91 and above was $75. Just at that point, just to get people going with fuel. And then that started picking up, and I had some people actually asking about subscriptions. And finally, what we did is we did come up with a subscription plan for people. And now that's what we still have. We have quite a few subscribers now. I'd have to look and see what the number is, but I have 2 subscription plans. I'm including still the on-demand option, but I have a Lone Wolf package that is a single vehicle. I can get 2 fuel ups a month. Within 10 miles, their delivery fee is waived. If it's above 10 miles, it's just a standard delivery fee on top of that for mileage. What we do there is it's $30 a month. So in other words, it saves them $10 from 2 fuel ups a month from the on-demand delivery package. And then we also have a family package that's $55 a month, and that's up to 4 vehicles and up to 4 fuel ups a month. And that's just for if you got a family, you got kids that you want taken care of, that they don't have to worry about going to the gas station in inclement weather, snow, rain, anything like that. We get the whole family on board. Or if you have recreational vehicles, boats, you can add them as well. So.
That is so cool. And then, it makes total sense to me. First of all, I have a Tesla, so I don't mess with gas, but I totally get it. It's such a pain in the butt. Yeah. And the other part of it is like, when I got my Tesla, it was when all the oil pipeline crap got hacked. And I moved from Charlotte, North Carolina, and all my friends were like totally sideways because you couldn't get gas at the pump. So it makes total sense to me. Do you find that it's people? Is it everyday people? Is there like some like super rich group of people that pay for their gas to be delivered? Is it like a pretty standard thing? Like, how's the word getting out? I have so many questions.
Yeah. So, no, it's just normal people that get it delivered. And the big thing is we don't upsell the gas price. What we do, like I said, is we have the service fee or the delivery fee on top to get the fuel to them, but we keep the gas prices at the normal price. That way, we're not kind of double dipping on our profits. That way the customers know what they're getting for fuel prices. They don't have to look at and try and figure out what we're charging for fuel price versus a gas station. We're the same as the gas station, unless it's in a bulk process. If it's something for bulk, which I can talk about later, it's a different pricing schedule because we do diesel now. We have a trailer that we pull for diesel that we just got this year. And then we do have a large quantity stock tanks on hand that we service as well. I'm
curious just where you guys are at. You've been in business a few years now. Where's the company at in overall sales or revenue, or however you kind of think about that?
Yeah. To be honest, the first year and a half, we started in August of 24. And obviously August through December, we only had the minimal time, but once we hit it good. And we didn't make much on the first year, but we did have quite a few boats right away. They loved the idea. The boats love it. So we were hitting the boats pretty good in August. And then 2025, we did a lot more boats, but I think we still only did like 20 grand in 2025. And then I think this year we're already at 50,000 for the year because of diesel, the stock tanks. We've got commercial fleets now on our gas side. We've got a restaurant that specifically has a 250-gallon tank for gas for snowmobiles and recreational vehicles because they're up in the middle of nowhere. They get a lot of recreational vehicle traffic at that restaurant. And then we've got another tank that holds gas for their employees for the work vehicles as well. So we've been going through a mix now with gas and diesel, and then we do have DEF on the trailer too, diesel exhaust fluid. We have a 100-gallon tank there that we can deliver to.
This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital.
Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast.
What's up, everybody? This podcast is sponsored by Grimes Financial Advisors. You've spent time and energy building a successful business, but here's the question. Do you have a real retirement plan or just a pile of investments? Our friends at Grimes Financial Advisors specialize in helping business owners and families create a clear roadmap for retirement through their proprietary retirement blueprint. Instead of focusing only on investments, they look at the entire picture: income planning, taxes, long-term care, legacy planning, and making sure your money is actually working for the life you want to live. I've gotten to know Dustin personally. One of the things that I respect most about him is he believes every financial decision should fit into a bigger plan. You shouldn't just chase returns. So whether you're 5 years from retirement or simply want a second opinion on your financial strategy, I highly recommend reaching out to Dustin and his team. Visit Grimes Financial Advisors to schedule your consultation and start building your own retirement blueprint.
What's going really well in your business right now, and what are some challenges you're facing?
So what's going really well right now is, it's kind of a funny thing, but in law enforcement for 15 years, I never did sales. I never did any other type of business. What's going really well right now is actually my comfort level with going out and talking to people and getting more inclined to do more of a sales process with people and explain to them the benefits of commercial fleet fueling, job site fueling, equipment fueling, or just personal vehicle fueling, compared to 2.5 years ago trying to go up and talk to somebody about that. If I were to go, I could go and arrest somebody with no problem, walk up to him, hey, you're under arrest. I could go talk to a suspect. I could talk to a victim, all that stuff, because that's what I was used to. Going into the business side of things and actually trying to sell products to better our customers it was total foreign to me. And so, I mean, lots of mentorship classes, coaching, and kind of taught me how and why we're doing what we do. That's kind of the thing that I've gotten better at, and that's working now, is the fact that I am more successful because of the time I've spent doing it. The other thing that's going really good right now is, I would say, our stock tanks. We have 250 gallon and 550 gallon tanks. They're all brand new. They're the kind of like the Western Global style tanks, or the iCube tanks, the square rectangle tanks. So they are fully movable. They have 4-way forklift slots. And what we do is we lease them out to businesses and for job sites. So we have some big name companies that are using them. And then what else is going good is we got commercial fleets now, like ServPro, the cleaning and restoration company.
There you go.
Yeah, we
That's
fuel them
cool.
up every morning. Yep. So instead of their guys having to go to the gas station after a long day doing their cleaning and restoration, they just park the vehicles. They put a little tag in the window if it needs fuel, an orange tag. If it's a green tag, they're good. If it's an orange tag, they need fuel. I just drive through every morning, find the orange tags, fill them up. If there's no tag in the vehicle because maybe somebody forgot, I check it. If it's a minimal amount, I don't charge them the service fee for the vehicle. I just charge them for the fuel. Because people forget, and I'm a pretty reasonable guy, and I like, to keep companies with us, so that way I work with them.
I'm not gonna lie, the thought of transporting gas just kind of stresses me out. Is there anything in particular about the trucks you guys have or the ways you handle it that makes it less precarious?
Not really, as long as like the person that built our system, I know he built it right. He's got all the special permitting, and then I mean, heck, I've got car seats in my car, and I take my kids with me all the time, just because I know my comfort level of it. As as long as I focus on my driving and paying attention the best I can and watching other people on the road, it's no different than driving any other vehicle, really. It's just a Chevy 3500 to me. And in law enforcement, I'm an instructor for our emergency vehicle operations. So I drive as an instructor for other law enforcement agencies and our own, as well as a pit instructor. So, I mean, technically, I could pit somebody out if I wanted to, but no, we do a lot of driving through law enforcement, both, offensive and defensive driving. And just having that behind my background too makes me feel a lot safer. But no, I'm not driving like a big tank or anything. It's just a Chevy 3500 with a long box crew cab. And yeah, I have car seats in there. My kids love it. My kids love coming with me for fuel ups, especially when I do boats because they can go swimming in the summer.
What is one thing today, Joey, that we have not talked about that gets you fired up?
I think me and you kind of connected because of mutual friends, and we get that through a coaching group. And I think that bettering yourself every day, or trying to better yourself every day, whether it's through working out, whether it's through production, whether it's through your passion, whether it's through your purpose in life, whatever you can do to better yourself every day is kind of how I like to do it. I just joined another coaching group yesterday, and I try to better myself in many different ways by putting myself out of my own comfort zone and putting myself in groups of people that are better than me. That way I have something to look forward to and work towards, and somebody to mentor me that is better than I am. And I know there's a saying that goes around that says, you are who your closest 5 people are that you hang out with. And I take that personally. I try to put myself in rooms with people that I shouldn't even be around. I don't think. I try to put myself in rooms with people that I should be. I look around and go, wow, these people are, they've done a lot in their life. In this other coaching group I just joined yesterday, or not yesterday, I joined it earlier in the week, but we had a coaching call yesterday. In this coaching call, we had a guy that was, his net worth was like 500 million. And I was able to ask him a question about, over like this, not face to face, but over camera, over phones. And I was able to ask him a question about success and failure, and how do you, when times are tough, how do you keep your head up? And I mean, his answer to me was very genuine. And his answer was, there's a time for faith and a time for, to pray and meditate. And there's a time for getting your butt up and getting to work. And you have to know when to put your faith first. And you have to know when to get out in there and actually do the work. He said, you got to have a balance. And it was an awesome personal answer that I got from him. And I mean, I think his net worth, like I said, was 500 million. I mean, it was pretty cool. And then there were a couple other people on there too. I mean, the guy that I don't know if you've ever heard the drink Poppy.
Yep.
Yeah. So the guy that invented that was on the call too, on another call. And I mean, he sold that company to Pepsi for $2 billion. And yeah. So I mean, he was in that group too. And he was talking to all of us in a group call about marketing and advertising and the importance of it. And so I think getting in groups that better you and better yourself every day, I think that's huge. I don't think anybody should ever try to settle where they're at.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team.
Joey, if people want to learn more about your business and who you are, where can they go?
We are on, they can simply go to topdogfuel.com. We have a website there. I am actually pushing out an app as well, a web-based app that is Top Dog Fuel app that people can schedule deliveries on there and read about us and all that as well. So that'll be coming soon. I think the link actually is already on the website, topdogfuel.com. And if they scroll down, they can see the button to go on the app already. I just haven't made it public on like social media or anything yet, but we do have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn. So we have those sources as well. People can look at us. We do post quite a bit of content on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram.
Well, amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks so much for coming on the show.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Joey, man, that was awesome, dude. Thank you so much.